War 11 of Season 44, Stealthy versus Chaos, and I am bringing Stealthy and Scorpion as always, and this time I'm bringing White Magneto. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is take Path 5 and then Path 1. This Darkhawk is a fairly straightforward fight. There are a couple different champions that can take that really well, and one of them is Stealthy, so I'm going to put a Wags on, which just makes it a little bit easier. It's not strictly needed, but it definitely does make it easier. Again, I'm going to be using my new and improved Stealthy method, but yeah, pretty straightforward fight. I'm just going to get my Fury, get the slow up, special 1, and then get the slow up, and the fight's over. Okay, check this out. There we go, slow up. Okay, I just want to make sure I get to my special 1 before he can throw his, so that's why I dashed back earlier. There we go, block this whole thing. Dash back to pause, dash back. I don't really want to do it with the shield, so dash back, and then we go. Alright, slow is on, fight should in theory be over unless I do something tragic. Okay, look at that, he's just getting chunked down, does not have a lot of health without his shield. Alright, and so that fight is down with actually no issue at all. This next fight is a Kate Bishop, she's actually ascended. I was a little bit scared for this fight when I didn't think I would have a Wags, because, I mean, I just have to land 1 intercept, so it's not the end of the world, but if I got parried, that would suck. But I didn't really, wasn't excited about it, but once you have a Wags, this fight's, like, over so fast. I mean, you're going to see that I just parry and then I slow, and there's literally nothing that can happen in the fight after that, except for eating, like, an L1 or L2, which would be tragic indeed. But check this out. Alright, slow, fight's over, Fury, fight's over even faster, and then I'm going to get my precision, and the fight's going to be double over. There's just nothing. Once I have the slow up, she can't evade, and that's like her only difficult thing. So I do abbreviated into special 1, dash back to pause again, and yeah, I do slow play this fight a little bit, but as you can see, 11k mediums do not mess around at all. I get a lot of damage in this fight, so there's really no reason to, honestly, I don't really know how this is placed, to be fair. Like, there are just so many things that can be done for this fight. Like, even Hercules would probably smoke this fight. Anyway, could have pushed her to L2, but I didn't really feel like dealing with that if I didn't have to. And so here, I just combo into SP2, and she dies. Super, super easy. Yeah, not anything going in that fight. Okay, the next thing that I have is another Scorpion fight, which makes me really happy because I don't really have a lot of Scorpion fights. This is my second one all season, and it is versus an Ascended Absorbing Man. I don't think I played this fight right, by the way. I did have a science boost on, and my game plan was basically, I can go over it when I do it, but throw a special 2 to mitigate healing. What am I backing out for? Oh, right. I'm going to put on an invul, so I want to check those nodes so that my invul can carry on to Hulk. Don't have to waste time reading those. Good tip if you want to try to save invuls. All right. Yeah, it's a Scorpion versus Absorbing Man. Basically, I want to get my poisons up ASAP. So you're going to see that, and I want to show you one specific point that I do that maybe is right, maybe is not. Generally, it's correct, but in this case, I think I maybe should not have done it. All right, here we go. Dex this, and here is that point. I purposefully do not heavy counter because I want to heavy counter this instead, and then that way he'll have less power, and I can, you know, basically turn the mode off later in the fight. But I choose not to heavy counter here because he's almost at another one, and then I just get it becomes a loop, as you can see. Like, he's about to get another one, so there's really no point to heavy counter here. I do it anyway just because then I decide I want a turtle. So I heavy anyway, then I turtle, special 2. He's not at special 2 yet, so again, turtle. Okay, perfect. Medium's in, hits right enemy, so medium's in, hits right enemy, so 1 medium. Alright, please throw this, sir. I don't really have any more room. Alright, there we go. Gonna heavy counter this, light for spacing. Oh, actually, what? I didn't because I wanted to reverse healing. My fault. By the way, I'm not getting healing, which is dope. Nice little bug there. And then I push him back to L2, and here I need to heavy counter this. If I don't heavy counter this, shit's gonna hit the fan. So, heavy counter that, baby. Alright. Go, mediums into SP2, and if this doesn't kill, it's going to get really darn close, and the power sting will, which it does. So, Not my favorite game plan I've ever concocted, but it worked out, and it wasn't risky at any point. Okay, then I have Stealthy versus Hulk, and I've done this before. It's really not that difficult. Get the slow up, get the fury up, get the precision up. I mean, that's most fights with Stealthy, but specifically in this one, it's pretty standard. The Withers will keep him from healing, which is really nice. So you can see he's getting minimal healing here. To be fair, 490 is not like nothing, but it's enough where I don't really care. All right, there we go. I got my fury and my slow and my precision. And then two things to note in this fight. That was a mess up. I should not have blocked. And the two things to note are this. A, I don't really finish my combos because I want to be able to dash back without getting caught in a dash back. So that's the first thing to note. And the second thing to note is that I am sidestepping his mediums. And you can see that here twice, right? So I sidestep and then I don't finish the combo. Okay, here we go. Want to get that out of him, and he throws it without even really being asked to. Perfect. All right, combo into Relic, and then into combo into SP2. And he actually does not die from that, which is really cool. But he's low enough where I can just feel safe comboing him to death. So he goes down there. Again, not really an issue. And I only have one more fight. It is a Kindred on Polka Dot. Pretty standard. I've taken this fight before. You PS1 so you can have the precision. And then he kind of doesn't degen you at the end, because the way that the speed of the fight works is that he's pretty much just about at the breakdown, the Nightmare Outbreak, when he dies. So check this out. I get the slow, careful not to dex, careful not to parry. All right, there's my precision. And this fight's almost over. I actually kind of want to push him to L2, because that way I can pause it and therefore be a little bit more sure about him not getting more charges, and also more importantly, I can get a free opening, and everybody loves free openings. All right, so again, I'm not taking any degen damage, so who cares? Gonna go ahead and punish that. And as you can see, when this Nightmare Outbreak expires, I'm gonna be just about ready to put him under 5%. And I'm gonna to make sure that he doesn't get any more once he overloads and restarts his charge count. Right here is that I am going to punish this. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, he's not going to get any more charges, so I'm going to be rooted. But, yeah, not degen. And I wouldn't be degen because of the tactic anyway. It's also worth noting that there I did a light ender because I was scared that the first hit of my medium proccing root would give problems, so I did a light ender instead. But regardless, that's the war. Didn't die, which is always nice, and got to use a lot of Stealthy, which is fun.